Hello everyone and welcome to another Guild Wars 2 build video. We are in the PvP department once again in the PvP game mode, and today I'm actually going to be talking about the Mirage. I am historically a really and fully self-admitted bad Mirage player, but I wanted to conquer that, not fear, but just awfulness inside me, in the terms of I'm just really bad at Mirage. But so I was playing around with a build, and because I don't play Mirage, I've been having quite a lot of fun. So I've kind of crafted and concocted and messed around with this build to help with my own survivability, while also practicing ambushing and blasting targets with conditions. So just keep watching, but let's jump right in and talk about this build. So we have the PvP build itself, and there are a bunch of things that you can change with this build. It's malleable. I'm running with the Sage Amulet right now for extra vitality and healing power, though you could go probably like with swashbucklers if you want extra power and precision, and just flat damage with minor and condition damage. Or you could do grieving if you really want to go like ham, less survivability, all that stuff. Taking Rune of the Mirage for toughness and condition damage, and also torment when you evade an attack. And I'm running axe, torch, and staff. I'm running Sigil of Doom, Sigil of Energy, Sigil of Doom, and Sigil of Purging. I just wanted to remove a condition, just a minor condi clear, to help me out a little bit with all of this stuff. So this is the build. I'm running Chaos, Illusions, and Mirage. For Chaos, I've decided to run with Method of Madness for an extra Chaos Storm and boon uptime, but you could also use Illusionary Defense if you want extra toughness and reduced damage, if you can keep your illusions up. Next, I'm taking Chaotic Dampening to get a really fast recharge on all my staff abilities and some extra protection. I've actually really been enjoying Chaotic Dampening. I'm not sure if people run it, but I'm having a lot of fun. If you aren't running staff and you don't want to take Chaotic Dampening, you could take Auspicious Anguish. And then finally, I'm taking Bountiful Disillusionment. Gain stability when you use a Shatter skill, and gain an additional boon based on which Shatter is used. The Vigor is quite nice when looking at a Mirage trait, which we'll get to. But extra regen, Fury, Might, and Vigor, and Stability are all great boons. Next is Illusions. I'm running the Pledge to reduce Torch skill cooldowns, and also Flame Bursts, added burning. It's quite nice. I'm also taking Maim the Disillusioned. Shatter skills inflict Torment on hit. It's not a super long Torment, however, Mirage, I've noticed, works really well in terms of stacking many conditions, or like many stacks of 2 conditions, like 20 Torment and 20 Confusion, but all in all, they're only on like a 6-second duration or a 5-second duration. So it's pretty short, but you can get a lot of effectiveness out of it in a short window, especially in PvP. And then I'm taking Master of Fragmentation. For Mirage, I've decided to take Self-Deception for added clone uptime and more clones, because it can be kind of difficult. I wanted to mention this: Nomad's Endurance. Shatter skills give Vigor, and Vigor grants condition damage. So going back to Bountiful Disillusionment, you're going to be pressing F2 quite a bit. You're getting more Vigor on top of even more Vigor, and also condition damage of plus 150, so it all works really well in tandem with each other. I've decided to take Mirrored Axes for more Torment, and I was kind of struggling with my damage application. I felt like I wasn't doing enough damage, so I've decided to run with Mirrored Axes. I think Mirage Mantle is nice if you want a little bit more defense, and Desert Distortion is also more of a defensive trait if you want more mirrors up. I mean, illusion shattered by distortion become Mirage. Yeah, so I guess it's a bit more defense. I don't feel like Desert Distortion is ran too much. Maybe I'll have to make a build around that. Who knows? Infinite Horizon is also great for extra damage because when you gain Mirage Cloak, your illusions also gain it, which means that they will be using the ambush ability. So it's nice and fun. I haven't actually decided to run with Elusive Mind because conditions removed. I mean, I don't know. It used to be a little bit better, but actually Elusive Mind still is good if you are really struggling with conditions and are not able to evade. Dune Cloak is weird. I think that they should kind of buff it. I don't know. Maybe give it a little bit more damage. Dune Cloak, I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like this is the one rare case where I feel like the radius should be increased to like 10. Just to give, I don't know. I don't feel like people use it a lot. But if they had the radius increased a little bit, I feel like that would be much better, especially in a PvP and world versus world setting because you only have one dodge. But you also gain Mirage Cloak through other mirrors. So, also, my utilities, I've decided to take a bunch of deception abilities so I can gain Mirage mirrors. Boss Oasis is nice. You want to use this towards the halfway mark of your health because it's a heal over time. You will gain a Mirage mirror, which gives you an evade frame. I've decided to take Sand Through Glass as my stun break. It's a nice evade as well and will create a mirror. And Crystal Sands, one of my harder hitting utility skills in terms of damage and confusion, it also creates a Mirage mirror. So you have 3 other options for evading and becoming invulnerable. I'm also decided to take Mantra of Distraction. I often don't run a mantra, but in 3v3 settings, it's nice to get interrupts. And then I'm taking Jaunt because Jaunt is just, it's just French kiss. So, that is the build, everyone. Let's move over to some gameplay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the combat section. First and foremost, everyone, make sure to actually charge your mantra because there was one game where I did not. So this Mesmer was on us. There was a pistol. I was very worried, but they weren't targeting me, so I felt free to ambush this Reaper. I used my Crystal Sands, and great thing is because Crystal Sands moves much quicker. The projectile and crystalline formation of the mirror occurs much faster. So then I imaginary axes, there's the axes of symmetry, the axe 3 skill. I had clones up, I used that. As soon as we all struck, I pressed F2. You can get a really nice combo by using axe 3 with all your clones into a shatter and into a jaunt perhaps. Or hell, even into a Crystal Sands. Here I do end up going down because this Daredevil was very successful at just striking me down. And I kind of like had a brain fart. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what to do. Second round, we kind of were playing a little safe here because we were like, second round, they might have changed stuff up, but I was still gunning for the Reaper. Though the Daredevil did kind of go behind us and get a little advantage on us, but then we located this and I really wanted to focus on a target. Thankfully, my Crystal Sands hit quite a few individuals, and then I feel pretty much at ease to just start auto-attacking. I tried interrupting that Mesmer. I did get an interrupt eventually, but she tried to res. Thankfully, I applied more pressure, and then I ended up jaunting onto her to get a little bit more damage and get the confusion while my teammate successfully got the kill. And then we kind of just she kind of bugged out and we couldn't stomp her, so we just had to bleed her out. It was really strange. Charge those mantras because it's really awkward when you don't. Though charging your mantra during the fight is quite useful for your diversion if you use it, because this mantra in particular will get it off cooldown a little bit. Excuse me. We felt a little bit more bold, so we kind of went in, and then I was like, this Mesmer is going down. I jaunt. I use my axe 2, I go into axes of symmetry. A lot of my Crystal Sands hit, and this build kind of shows that if you can land all your hits, it does require skill though. If you land all your hits, you can get a lot of effectiveness. Our teammate goes down and I was very worried. I got an interrupt off, and thankfully I had enough conditions to whittle her down. I was very worried. I didn't know where the other 2 were, but one of the Daredevils was actually down, so it gave us time to actually go onto this Reaper. I pop on Jaunt, I use a Shatter, he goes down, and then I'm looking for the Thief, but the Thief has gone stealth, so we kind of just snoop him out. But all in all, this was the match. I had a couple other good matches, but I think this was probably the best. I hope you guys enjoyed. subscribe, like the video if you liked it, comment below your thoughts on this build and the gameplay. And if you'd like to become a patron, down below I have my Patreon where you get exclusive videos and early access to all of my videos. And you guys can chat with me and request videos and all that stuff. I love your support and your viewership, and stay safe. Love you.